Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. No man is Superman. Now, if y'all follow my men's channel, y'all know I did something about never putting a woman on a pedestal. But sometimes y'all be putting a man on a pedestal. Now, ladies, stop me if you heard this before. Just stop me if y'all encountered or know somebody or had a friend, air quotes, friend, deal with this situation. You meet some dude, whatever you liking to do, he got it going on. He got the physical piece. He got the intellectual piece. And he ain't no bum. He got like a decent job. He take care of himself. He the man. He's that alpha male. That's Superman. And you meet him and you can't deal with him. You even show some interest in him, but you can't deal with him because you're just like, well, wait a minute. He got his stuff together, but I don't. You done put that man on a pedestal. And that man might be genuinely interested, but you're just like, nah. I can't, because you all of a sudden you start thinking about your own shortcomings, which might not be shortcomings, your perceived shortcomings. You might think, well, I ain't cute enough, or I ain't smart enough, or I didn't finish my degree, or something like that. What you just did was what I told men not to do: is don't put a woman on a pedestal. I told them don't put a woman on a pedestal. Don't put a man on a pedestal. But a lot of women do that, and I'm gonna get into why. And then there's another situation. Sometimes you meet that guy and he's like, and he's sincere. He got everything you want. He got the physical piece. He got the mental piece. If you care about his degree, he got a couple degrees, everything. How many women have said, oh, he's too good to be true? So there's like two different instances of putting a man on a pedestal. It might even be some more stuff. Because here's what happens, and here's where the problem comes in. You put that man on a pedestal. You have expectations. You believe he's going to gratify you in a certain way. You believe he's going to give you all this. I remember this movie, and it illustrated it perfect. It was a very underrated movie, but I'll never forget it. I found clips on YouTube one time. It was called How You Like Me Now. And, man, I think I might have did a review of it. I don't know, but it was one scene because the sister in it, I think it was Sally Richardson, real early, and Darnell Williams, who, for those older women who remember him from All My Children, he was on there, and Darnell Williams was playing a bum dude. He was a bum dude. And that was part of the story too. He was supposed to be a bum dude, and she rightfully left the bum dude. She rightfully left him. And she ended up taking up with this white guy. She was a sister, took up with a white guy. And it was an expectation she had. He was coming over. She got out of vase because he said, yeah, white guys always bring flowers. And that dude came over there without a flower. So she had that expectation. See, a lot of women, you get that guy, you think he's going to be Mr. Right. You had that expectation. But then when he doesn't meet that expectation, or another situation, the guy got everything going on, but since he's human, he's going to have something about him that's a weakness, or he's gonna have an Achilles heel somewhere. Everybody got kryptonite. Even Superman has kryptonite. Everybody gonna have it because he's human. You can't hit on all cylinders. Now sometimes women will meet that guy and instead of focusing on what he's doing right, they looking for the bad part. Then they like, see, that's it. Then don't want to deal with it. It'd be some minor thing that he's actually working on to change. But some women say, no, I can't do that. I can't mess with him. And it'd be like some tiny thing, like his shoes don't match his suit perfectly, or his cologne, which is easily changeable, don't smell as great as this other cologne that you imagine he would be in. And yeah, ladies, I've heard like the smallest, tiniest things. It'd be something. It's like, wait a minute, that's changeable. It's not something fundamental like his religion or something. In fact, a lot of women might skip over the religion part, but it'd be something like crazy. But it's really the woman that had the expectation he was Superman, saw that he wasn't, and then was just like, oh, I can't deal with him. because you had the expectation. Now, see, this is how it hurts you. You probably have a great guy, somebody you can grow with, somebody who's going to support you, somebody who, when you tell him, hey, you want to start knitting and make knitted scarves or something, or whatever dream you had, and you're just like, well, you let him go because his pinky doesn't look quite right. It's kind of bent in a weird way. Or you're a little cross-eyed, or something weird. Something weird. And trust me, ladies, y'all know. Y'all know, it be some weird stuff y'all be like rejecting a guy on. He be like sitting back, you be like, damn, what's up with him? Damn, dude got this. Okay, yeah, he got that. We all got something. Because remember, that same guy got to deal with your little shit. Let me say that clear. The same guy got to deal with your little shit. And so you got a guy, and I had a video about that Saturday with men. Like, a lot of women might meet a guy who actually gets them, but because they looking for Superman, and then even when they meet Superman, they might be a little nervous. It's like, boom. Now, remember, that guy is human. Whoever you deal with, the best you can ask for that guy. Like, is some things is not unreasonable to ask. Like, asking that he has a plan, that's not unreasonable. Asking that he has good intentions toward you, that's not unreasonable. Asking that he has at least a little bit of physical attraction, that's not unreasonable. Asking that he has some level of intelligence, that's not unreasonable. But he's still human. You're still going to have differences of opinion. In fact, the differences of opinion or different consciousness might be helpful for one of you. I mean, in the long term, it's not y'all need to be roughly around the same consciousness, but, that guy, he might have a consciousness that raises yours. Or you might have something that raises his. But he brings something else to the table that helps you to grow. But the key thing to remember, you're still dealing with a human. And I've seen that, and that's something that's not talked about. A lot of women will find that guy and come up with every reason. Or he might be a little paternalistic or something, which you might be cool with when it comes time for a man to take charge. But then when you want to do what you want to do, he's like, he too bossy. It's like, nah. Every man got some growth to do. And y'all might say, y'all seem like some sensible women. Y'all might say, well, Ron, yeah, that's obvious. No, it ain't to a lot of women. Y'all be surprised. I mean, I remember this one guy. I ain't gonna lie. I almost cried when I said it. I almost cried with it. This dude, I'll never forget, this was a dude who was a one-woman man. And he said, this dude was, right now, last time I saw him, he was a teacher. He was thinking about being a minister. But he was a one-woman man. He wanted to deal with one woman. He was a black man, and he thought black women were the center of the universe. That's what he said. And let's see, he was talented. He was a DJ. He was talented, but he was also physical. He used to play basketball with him. He won a punk. I saw him like shake down a thug. Like just look at a thug and back him off. Like a real thug. He looked at him. We playing basketball. This thug tried to intimidate him. That dude just gave him a look. So I'm like looking at him. I'm thinking, this dude is damn near brother Superman. But I said, dude, I think the women probably going crazy over you, ain't you? He was just like, nah, they always say I'm too good to be true. They don't want to mess with him. But I'm like, if a woman, instead of seeing him as Superman or hold him on some pedestal, shoot, get him. In fact, there was a woman who did get him, was smart enough to get him. And, he got her. He understood her. But get men off that pedestal, too. And I know some men won't want to be on a pedestal. No, you don't, fellas. Any men listening, no, you don't. You want that person to see you as just a human being. Because trust me, I got some personal stories about that. I'm just like, damn, yeah. I don't get a chance to make a mistake. Shit. That's some deep shit I'm dealing with. Women expecting perfection from Rom. So I know about that. But no man's a Superman. And just remember, that man's just human. Get to know him as one. You probably be excited. So anyway, ladies, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.